Good evening. My name is Christina DiStefano, and I'm the Executive Director at the Tioga Arts Council. Thank you all so much for supporting this year's Everyday Life, Everyday Art. We couldn't have done it without you. I'd like to give a special thanks first to our sponsors who made this possible, M&T Bank for being the title sponsor this year and for making awards for artists possible. I would also like to thank our partner, and champions of the arts, Cloudcroft Studios, owned by Michael and Susie Poe. And I'd also like to thank our supporter, Nelson Development, LLC, for making this year's show possible. And of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank all the artists who submitted work to our virtual show. At the beginning of this year, when things were starting to close due to COVID-19, we had to make a decision of what was the best way we could champion the arts while also still being responsible with so much still unknown related to this virus. So our board, Cloudcroft Studios, we all talked and deliberated for a long time and decided this year to go with an online format for Everyday Life, Everyday Art. And while it's not the magic that we get at the barn, it's a step to keep us moving and keep the arts out there for people and to keep promoting you who make our community so vibrant and beautiful. So thank you all for supporting this show, and we can't wait to gather with you again soon. So without further ado, I would like to announce this year's award winners. We had 10 categories, and it was very difficult for the judges. It's always a difficult task to choose our award winners. But without further ado, I would like to announce the award winners starting with the Best in Show. So the Best in Show for this year's Everyday Life, Everyday Art online show is Amy Zhao with her Sparkle Night. And I will just try to do a screen share here so you can see it. So this is Sparkle Night by Amy Zhao. It's an acrylic piece, and even though it's hard to tell, it's a very large piece, 2x4, and it's beautiful. The judges had a very difficult time deliberating and came down to a few, but they just kept coming back to this one and really felt, even in a virtual format, the magic and strength of this piece. Our next category is painting, and this year's award winner for the painting category is Michelle Schleider for her Pride of Barbados. And Michelle has a particular talent for taking a traditional form like portraiture or still lifes and really giving it a modern, elegant touch that the judges recognize and that we celebrate in this category. The next category winner is photography, and that's Sandra Kirker for Creeping Rust. What the judges particularly liked about this was the mixture of textures within the piece and the contrast of color, really capturing a seemingly ordinary image in an extraordinary way. Our next winner is our Chris Knickerbocker for her sculpture, The Most Popular Girl in the Class of 1968 Gives You a Tongue Lashing. And here's a picture of the piece, but it's three-dimensional, and it has a particular surprise that involves the tongue lashing, which we will try to get a video posted so you can see it and gather its full effect. The next award winner is in the fiber category, and that's Barbara Berman for her 7 o'clock piece. Again, it's so difficult to really judge pieces in this format, but the judges loved the movement of patterns and color, and it's just a wonderful piece. Our next winner is in the clay category, and that's Susan Zatka for her Horsehair and Feather Raku Vessel with Lid. And in the graphics category, we had one of our local teachers, Cynthia Kratzley, win for her Rowboats and Star Island. Another beautiful piece that the judges really loved. And in the special category for this year, we chose resilience. And traditionally for everyday life, everyday art, we've had edibles, but this year, given the whole context of everything that everyone is going through, we decided to change the category to resilience to reflect the year that we're currently in. And the judges deliberated, and they ultimately chose T. Benjamin Hobbs' bent laminate coat tree, because they love the movement of the wood and also what the tree represents symbolically. And now for our 2 honorable mentions. The first honorable mention for this year is by Dora Donisig for She is Human. And the judges absolutely loved how the medium really complemented the message and the work itself, and just really enjoyed this one and thought it should be recognized. And the second honorable mention is to Alice Mishka for her The Memory of Wonder, an oil on canvas piece. So thank you for bearing with me as we did those announcements. And just as a quick reminder too, we'll also this month be sharing all of the works that have been submitted and accepted into the show. And we will encourage you, your friends and family, and all of our supporters to vote for People's Choice like we do every year. So please do be sure to check it out and cast your vote. Please limit it to 1 vote for your People's Choice Award. And yes, I'm just trying not to forget anything. So thank you all so much for being a part of everyday life. Thank you to our incredible artists in our community who create and inspire and make this a better place for everyone. Your artwork is truly a gift to us and to the place we live. So with that said, please enjoy this exhibition online. We will be sharing it on our website, www.tiogaartscouncil.com/regional-art-show. And we will also be featuring artworks from the show on social media, Tioga Arts Council on Facebook and on Instagram. And as a friendly reminder, all of the pieces on display here are for sale. And note that for every sale, 80% will go to the individual artist and 20% will support Tioga Arts Council's program, Art a la carte. And Art a la carte is a special program because we partner with the Families for Food in Tioga County. They just changed their name, so I might have gotten it wrong. But essentially it's a program where we curate a series of art activities for children and families who go to the meal sites to get food and supplement their nutrition, and free materials, free art supplies. And traditionally it's facilitated on site, so kids can enjoy themselves as their parents might get food and before they go home, so it's more of an experience. So sales proceeds would benefit artists and that program, which hopes to reach the people in our community who maybe don't always get the most resources and connect them with art in a meaningful way. So when you're here, please enjoy. Please email tiogaartscouncil@gmail.com if you have any questions. And if you can, and it's within your means, please consider buying local art and supporting us and our artists. Thank you. Have a good evening. Be safe, be well, be creative.